back to Afternoon Express, where today on the show we are filling our cookie jars and our cookie tins with all things festive treats. And helping us do so is none other than the legendary Chef Mynhardt. Hubert, welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much. It's always lovely being here.
No, as soon as I see your face, I automatically get just the smells and the senses of Christmas, because you've also brought along, not only are you legendary, but your fruitcakes are as legendary.
Yes, yes. We love baking fruitcakes, and it's just so indicative of Christmas every year. Yeah.
Well, let's find out how. There is no denying that Chef Mynhardt is the king of fruitcakes, and how special is it for us to get first-hand look at how he creates his signature festive fruitcakes, a family recipe that smells and tastes like home. And you've already got a spread of ingredients in front of us.
Yes. So can we start cooking? Okay, fantastic. So here we've got 400 milliliters of water already boiling. To that we're going to add butter. And the nice thing about this recipe is that you cook most of the ingredients beforehand, and then you just add as you go along. So after this, we're just going to sort of gently melt the butter. We're going to add our fruitcake mix, which is going to go in there. Just quickly.
Now, already I can smell those smells coming together. In the fruitcake mix, I'm already seeing raisins. What goes into it?
Oh, there's such decadent, beautiful, luxurious things going in here. So there's a fruitcake mix in there, which is obviously a mix of a lot of beautiful fruit. And then we're going to add chopped almonds. Now we're chopping, which I think is the secret ingredient, dates, which gives this cake a beautiful, beautiful, moist, dense, wonderful texture.
And I suppose that also adds to the stickiness.
Yes, exactly. And we're going to cook this together. As soon as this starts boiling, we are going to add our sugar. You don't want to add the sugar too early, because the sugar can burn. So you can start by beating the eggs or whipping the eggs, and then you can add the vanilla essence, which is over there.
Yeah, the vanilla.
Which also gives the cake a beautiful sort of a rich flavor. I just love vanilla. Yeah,
vanilla in everything, from French toast to fruitcakes. I'm here for it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so then
you can add your vanilla. And then for this fruitcake, we usually add brandy, but just to show the people that you can do alternatively, is that we're going to add either, and you can choose, there's cranberry juice or there is orange juice. So you can say which one you want to add to your cake.
The pressure of it all. Okay, let's go for something a little bit different. Let's go for something a little bit more citrusy. So let's go for some orange.
I like that. I like that. Okay, cool. So our fruit has started to boil. So the last thing we're going to add in here is our sugar. And then...
Yeah, you loosen that up.
There we go.
In there. Now, it seems as if you have, you've looked at everything, you've measured it out quite exact for this recipe.
Yeah.
What is it about this recipe that makes it so special? And are we able to, I know we've already adjusted in terms of the branding, we've added fruit juice. How flexible is this recipe?
The recipe is lovely. It's flexible. You can change up the nuts, you can change up the fruit, you can add all your own delicious little signatures. Like you can add candied ginger in here if you want, or you can add orange peel in it. You can really make it your own, and do it according to your budget, what you can afford.
Stunning. And here on this side, okay, since I've opted away from the cranberry juice, I'm going to put that aside. And then here.
Okay, wonderful. So our egg mixture is ready. Now we're actually going to just spoon this in here. This should ideally cool down a little bit, but we're just going to wing it today. And we are now going to be stirring in. I'll just do it over here. So we're going to add our flour, self-raising flour. All right, stir that in. And we can add our bicarbonate of soda, which is that yes, you can just stir that in, just all of it.
All of it.
Yes, fantastic. So the bicarbonate of soda does two things. It acts as a raising agent, and then it also gives the cake a beautiful brown color. You can see it starts to bubble.
It already is starting to react,
Yeah, it reacts in the bowl.
Okay,
Quite
so
interesting.
it's so interesting being able to see a fruitcake coming together in like literally live time in front of your eyes, because I'm so used to just store buying them, you know, just get it packed up, you take it out of the old mixture, the old container, you put it in a new container, act as if it's homemade. But this is so brilliant.
So now you can add the salt for us and the cinnamon.
So sorry.
Whoa.
So sorry. But if you thought I was not going to come here with a knife and a plate ready, Chef Mynhardt, you were wrong.
I actually was literally about to call you in because I just thought to myself, I am not going to taste this fruitcake, but I know someone who would appreciate every single bite, and that is my Uncle Tabzi.
No, honestly,
so friend,
sure.
This looks like a work of art. Good luck
really
trying to cut it.
I know. You almost don't want to cut it, but you have to cut it. And even if you didn't cut it, right, you know that they can last forever.
Yeah, they do.
It's insane.
What is it about the fruitcake? Is it the brandy inside that just gives it that staying power?
Yes, there's a lot of things. There's obviously the sugar, it's the fruit. There's a whole lot of natural preservatives in it. And I've had people who've kept the fruitcake for over like 2-3 years.
I've seen
it just improves with age.
Absolutely. So Chef Mynhardt, as you are continuing, okay, I'll give you this.
You can do your eggs. You can slowly pour it in there, and I'll keep on stirring.
Chef Mynhardt, this fruitcake kind of mixture is not just about feeding family and friends during the festive season, but you also have quite an interesting and special initiative behind it all.
Yes. Just along the line, when I started baking these cakes 6 years ago, we just thought, you know, what a wonderful way to support the communities and the people around us. And I've got a heart for children and children who suffer. So we've got 2 charities that we support every year. The one is Butterfly House, that looks after young kids in the area there in Paarl. And then the other one is Helpende Handjies, a beautiful small little charity in Montague that looks after less fortunate people in the neighborhood. The last thing to go in is our cherries.
And must you always have the cherries? Because I always find your specific ones never are without cherries.
No, you do need the cherries because all the juice goes and sits in the cherries, and the cherries gives it such a beautiful texture. When you cut into it, you see the little green and red.
And you taste it too.
Little bubbles of surprise.
I'm going to go finish this nicely with a fork, okay? I'll catch you later.
I'll catch you later. Tabzi, do you just come to work to eat and enjoy?
I'll catch you later.
And just like that, Tabzi is out of the building. Chef Mynhardt, as you are pulling, or rather pouring the mixture into that tin, what are the baking times and the temperatures?
The baking time, it varies, and people need to adjust according to where they are in the country. If they're inland, or if they are closer to the coast, it varies. But this cake, it bakes very gently at 125 degrees, and then for at least 3 hours. And you just need to keep on checking your cake. Keep on testing it with a knife or a skewer until it comes out clean. If you see that it runs on, just cover the top with a little bit of foil, just to stop the sugar from burning, and just keep on baking until it's done. And as soon as it comes out, you either douse it with brandy or with fruit juice, like we did today.
Now, if you would like to support this initiative, just head over to our social media pages for all the details on how you can purchase your very own Christmas cake by Chef Mynhardt himself. Time to go join Tabzi and have some cake.
Yay.